But we begin with the government shutdown on Capitol Hill. CBS News reporter Erica Brown joins us now. So, Erica, as these shutdown-related issues pile up, like reduced SNAP benefits, are lawmakers any closer to a path forward?
Well, Lindsay, notably today, Senate Majority Leader John Thune says that he is optimistic that this government shutdown could come to an end as soon as this week, saying he believes they are getting close to an off-ramp. And although last week there were a number of senators that expressed some measured optimism about bipartisan talks underway, at this point there are no known negotiations about the central issue of this stalemate, which is health care. Democrats remain locked in, pushing for those extensions to Affordable Care Act subsidies that they reiterate would be critical to the affordable health insurance premiums for millions of Americans. Now, Leader Thune has suggested that as this government shutdown is now hitting home for millions of Americans, some moderate Democrats might be pressured to support a short-term spending bill. And we now know tomorrow the Senate will once again, and for the 14th time, take up the House-passed measure to reopen this government, although at this point there's no indication that it would have a different outcome. Now, on the House side, a bipartisan group of lawmakers have presented a sort of broad outline of a compromise that could include the temporary extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies that they say they hope could inspire bipartisan talks to get Congress back to work. But we know the House has remained out of session since this shutdown began and will at least for the rest of this week.
And during that 60 Minutes interview, President Trump again urged Senate Republicans to end the shutdown by getting rid of the filibuster. So that means they could pass legislation with a simple majority instead of 60 votes. Here's what he said.
The Republicans have to get tougher. If we end the filibuster, we can do exactly what we want. We're not going to lose power. The theory is, oh, then we'll do it. But then when they get into power someday, they'll do it. That's true. But you know what?
So you think
We're here right now. No, I like John Thune. I think he's terrific. But I disagree with him on this point.
How are Republicans responding?
And a Senate Majority Leader John Thune has repeatedly rejected that idea. He's previously said that one of his priorities as leader would be to preserve the filibuster. And after the president had initially floated that idea last week, Leader Thune's office in a statement said that his views on this remain unchanged. And other Republican senators have pushed back on this, saying that the filibuster needed to be preserved. And even though this remains an issue of the Senate, House Speaker Mike Johnson also weighed in, previously saying that he believes that the filibuster was an important safeguard. Lindsay?
Erica Brown, thank you.